Right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. Well, we really don't see a lot of guys in MMA with boxing skills on this level. He certainly could have gone on to great things as a professional boxer, but he believes he has the best hands in the sport, and he will be looking to prove as much here tonight.
And he has the background to prove that, right? He's not saying something that is not true. He does have the ability to say that. He can say he has the best hands in the game because he has shown it. And when you watch him box, when you watch a guy go into a fight with this young man and think that it does not matter what his credentials are, he is going to stand with him and prove that he's better, they usually will go to sleep because no action is wasted. The jab starts it all. He fights behind this beautiful, educated jab, jabbing high, jabbing low, and then the overhand right is unbelievable. It's his kill shot, he calls it, and he lands it all the time.
All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present, and when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So
he does not
in
have
this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. 3 years apart, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. And now, for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 8 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Johnson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 18 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sydney, Australia, Diesel. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
Ready? Ready?
Well, his last fight will be a tough act to follow as we get ready for round 1 here. Brutal knockout his last time out, and that positioned him for this opportunity here tonight. So, can he keep the momentum going as the challenges get stiffer, keep the winning streak intact, and of course try to get another win by knockout to take his popularity soaring to another level? Oh, nicely done as he blocks the shot and delivers that straight counter. Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Nice punch by Johnson. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh!
Big punch from the clinch. He didn't like that left hand. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
It's a big knee. Knee to the body.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
All right, single collar tie now. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expression of his opponent.
Nice connection with a punch there. And on that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC. That'll do it!
He got him! What a performance!
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 58 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Johnson!
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponent. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Well, this dude is a submission magician. I am very thankful I am not fighting him here tonight, and it's really a case of pick your poison. He has so many different chokes in his arsenal and has been a master of getting these fights exactly where he wants them.
There are black belts, and there are guys like this who can do jiu-jitsu at a level that not many people, regardless of the time spent, can truly get to. His understanding of position is truly unbelievable. He always has the frame. The moment you start to press into him, he's always underhooking, always looking for the next escape route, but not to get back to his feet.
Right.
He wants to go from bottom to top. If he's in the top position, you are constantly in danger. Don't think he can't submit you from the bottom.
Right.
But his position of choice will always be in the top position, sitting in that beautiful half guard.
Yeah, his striking also has improved a lot, but no secret as to what he'll be trying to do in this matchup tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 9 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Johnson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 17 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Leonardo Santos! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
So Dan Murgliata shares the cage.
You ready?
All right, ready to go for round 1. He has won his last 3 fights. We'll see if he can extend the winning streak to 4. He has been nothing if not dominant. Oh! Massive kick to the body.
Big combination.
Oh, big left.
Oh, he got him real good, too.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the king. Good punch.
Back and forth we go. Got the single collar tie.
Big punch from the clinch.
And now he goes with the combination of punches to the head. Potentially some concussive damage there.
I mean, absolutely concussive damage. Landing all those strikes to the head. He's very accurate, he's very fast, and he has a real confidence every time he throws his punch.
Man, huge right hand!
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the pin.
And that'll do it!
He got it!
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. Let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Johnson!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. Well, this guy's got some hands on him, DC, and sometimes he takes issue when we call him a boxer because he is an MMA fighter and a well-rounded one at that. But it's hard not to lead the dance and lead the walk with the boxing skills that really are off the charts.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So he can be mad, but I would be happy to be called a boxer if I possessed that set of skills. If I had the ability to mix the target as well as he does. When he's most comfortable, when he's flowing, when the head is moving, when it's never on the center line, when he's landing body shots, when he's following that left body shot with that beautiful left hook, that's when he is most dangerous. It's a guy that for all that he can do in the octagon, at the end of the day, he was a boxer first and a fantastic boxer at that when he stepped into the UFC.
And don't sell yourself short, you got a pretty good job.
I'm trying, but I'm not this guy.
All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away. Because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fights.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 10 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Johnson! And now introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 18 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Yorba Linda, California, USA, Beneil Dariush. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
Ready?
All right, ready to go for round 1, and this young man's popularity absolutely soared on the strength of what he did his last time out. It was a win by flush knockout, kept his winning streak intact with style points, and now the challenges get decidedly more tougher. We'll see if he can keep the momentum going in what is unquestionably the biggest spot of his UFC career. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Big powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
All right, so there's the early takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory if he couldn't get takedowns. That is certainly a good sign.
Right away, he got the takedowns. I don't believe they could have imagined.
Oh, it looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. Attacking armbar.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. There on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 2 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Johnson!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division bout. Prelims, no more. Here he is making his way to the octagon. This is the first time in his UFC career he has worked his way to the main card. He has strung together some wins, looking at the rankings, and this guy appears like he belongs. A lot more eyeballs on him tonight. The audience is bigger. His popularity has grown leaps and bounds. We'll see if he can handle that pressure and perform the way he has that led to this main card slot here tonight. All right, so here he is, MMA's human highlight film, Edson Jr. Barboza. When he knocked out Terry Edom with that wheel kick at UFC 142, I thought the arena was gonna crumble to the ground. I have never felt an arena shake like that before, and it's been one highlight after the next for Barboza ever since.
And that highlight, that kick will be shown long after Edson Barboza is done fighting. It's one of those things that will stand the test of time. And it's because he's able to set things up in so many different ways, from the body kicks to the leg kicks to the great hands. That's why Terry Edom didn't see that. There's no windup to anything that Edson Barboza ever does. He's one of the most brutalizing strikers that we've ever seen step foot in the octagon.
And the only thing that has eluded him, of course, is a UFC title. Let's see if he can move towards that goal with another win here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Barboza is 17 years his senior. The reach is identical. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 11 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Johnson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 22 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Edson Jr. Barbosa! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready?
All right, so here we go, early round one, and as many of you know, this is his first time on the main card. He's been a prelim machine throughout his UFC career, but the wins have started to pile up, and now he's going to take his shots at one of the division's elite. More eyeballs, obviously the crowd is full, packed to the nines here, main card has started. We'll see if he can get off to a good start tonight. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, nice kick right there. Tell the masses how good that feels to get kicked like that.
John, it doesn't. It doesn't feel good to get kicked like that. Beautiful body kick.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. All right, he engages in a single collar tie, and they separate. Barbosa gets touched by that leg kick attempt. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to take its toll.
Yeah, it's really starting to take its toll. And you watch the opponent, he's walking gingerly on his...
All right, fighting out of the clinch here, and not for long. Nice trip to get the takedown.
Yeah, sometimes, John, you have a guy that is just so versatile that they can do these takedowns in so many ways. You saw it on full display right there with that trip.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh! His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit. Trying to go to the body here. Unable to find the target. Single collar tie now.
When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Oh! Huge right hand!
Oh, look at him jumping in.
Wow. Wow.
He got him.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Let's get it to Bruce Buffer now. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 9 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Johnson!
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right? But
yeah.
you knock out a man in a cage fight. I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he got that done. And he should be very proud of the work he and his coaches got done tonight.